Hello and welcome back to the C&D experience. I'm Clayton. This is my co-host Dustin, and thank you for tuning in to the second episode. I'll be honest with you guys, I wasn't a fan of the first episode, but we'll get better over time and talking and everything. I probably said, you know what I mean, probably 100 plus times.
I didn't even realize it until I was listening to it and you brought it up to me. And when I was listening back to it, I was like, "Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I definitely hear it." But, hey man, everybody starts from the bottom. So, all we can hopefully do from there is get better.
Yeah, and
But I thought it was pretty good, man.
oh yeah, I mean. It's alright. I mean, those of you out there who like football will probably enjoy the first 50 minutes of it talking about football, but, we'll
Football's
try to
football's great, dude.
yeah, we do love football around here. We're a little, obsessive over it, but, we're gonna try to switch up topics a lot more, try to not spend at least more than half the podcast on one topic and, kinda just go from there, but, heck, I wanna start out with, NASCAR
Oh,
is what I
okay.
wanna start off with, you don't know anything about NASCAR, do you?
No, man, not except for they drive around a track over and over and over. No.
Have you
Mm-mm.
been keeping up recently with anything?
The only thing I've seen recently is, I guess that guy's been winning a lot, whatever driver, I don't know.
Tyler Riddick.
Yeah, he's been winning
Uh,
a lot. His team's owned or co-owned by Michael Jordan.
mhm.
But other than that, no, I haven't seen anything about NASCAR. I don't
Yeah.
know anything about NASCAR.
So, we all know Michael Jordan is a three-time three-peat champion of the NBA, correct?
No, he's a two-time.
He's a three-time in the NBA.
No,
Three-time, yeah.
2 three-peats, I think.
2 oh, yeah. Yeah.
He
Three-peats is what
won
I'm talking
he
about,
won
yeah.
3 in a row, and then I think he did not win the championship for 2 years, and then he won 3 more years in a row. You're more than welcome to look it up, of course, but I think that's how it went back in the '90s.
Yeah, 3 consecutive NBA championships, dominating the '90s by winning titles '91 through '93. Then, yeah, you're right, 2 he did it twice, '96 through '98.
That's what
That's
okay.
very impressive.
I
That's
was
very impressive.
that's what I was gonna say, but,
Dude
I
just
didn't.
wins.
The
Dude
dude
just
just wins
wins.
everything he does.
But, so the reason why I say if you know anything about NASCAR is because NASCAR is big into cheating and getting by and stuff like that, and dude, I'm not a professional or anything like that, but to win 3 races in a row in NASCAR is, like, almost unheard of, dude, like, almost unheard of, and the only time that it's ever happened before, it was in, like, 1942 or
Oh, they were
something
all
like
cheating
that,
then,
whenever they,
baby.
like, first started doing it or whatever, and, man, I'll tell you what, you watch some of these documentary series, and, some of the best drivers in the world will admit to you of like, "Yeah, we used to cheat. Hell yeah, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying out there, dude."
Mm.
They used to fill up their roll cages in the car with buckshot to pass weight.
Oh,
Then
okay.
whenever they're going down the road, dude, they hit a little button or something like that, all that buckshot would go on the field, and they'd be a
Jeez.
little lighter. Yeah, dude. They did all sorts of stuff to do that, but, I think he's cheating, dude.
I used to work with some guys that were big into, like, the local racing, circuit and stuff,
Yeah.
and they were always talking about that. They were always talking about how, you could put certain weights on this side of the car or this
Mm,
portion of the car. I'm not too well versed in it, but
mhm,
you can put certain things in certain places and try to get by and try to do this. Like
mhm,
every conversation I've ever had with somebody about racing always comes back to cheating.
mhm. Oh, yeah.
Always.
Oh, yeah. I think cheating's a part of
So
it,
you think
honestly.
these guys are cheating?
Hell yeah! Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt, dude. I don't know how they're doing it. I just can't prove it. But 3 in a row, dude, is like just unheard of in my eyes, honestly. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Tyler Riddick. He's a good driver and all that. But yeah, man. On another thing about NASCAR, have you ever heard of Cletus McFarland?
I've heard the name here recently. I saw that he signed, wasn't he like Greg Biffle's
Yes.
buddy
Yes,
or
yes, 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 yes.
something?
Yeah.
Well, he was in his inner circle,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then Greg Biffle just passed away in that
Mm-hmm.
plane crash,
Mm-hmm.
and now I guess Cletus McFarland signed to some race team or something. I saw people were split about it. People were like, "Oh, it's cool or whatever," and then another group of people were like, "He hasn't earned his stripes."
Yeah.
And he's kinda just been given an in because of what happened to Greg Biffle.
Well, kinda yes and no. So, Cletus McFarland, he really started out as, like, a internet, what is it? Social media influencer, you know what I
Okay.
mean? By doing a whole bunch of, like, whistling diesel stuff,
Oh,
like
yeah,
checking out
yeah,
cars,
yeah.
going fast, and messing around with stuff like that is it's
Okay.
kinda similar to that.
Oh, he's a YouTuber.
Yes, but um he basically he did get friends with Greg Biffle, but before that, I guess he was doing a little bit of, so in NASCAR, there's 3 different or 3 main different series.
Mm.
There's the Cup series, which is the main, and you see the headlines and all that's the main. Then you have the, Xfinity series,
Oh, yeah.
okay, which is
They'd be on, like, ESPN too.
they'd be on ESPN too, yes, but it's like college to the NFL, you know
Okay,
what I mean? These guys are in college, you
okay.
could say, you know what I mean? Then there's the Truck series,
Oh, yeah, I've watched
which
that. That stuff's cool.
this Truck series, which is kind of its own thing, but those are all 3 kinda like stepping stones to the Cup series, okay? So Cup is
Okay.
number 1, then you go, uh honestly, I can't remember if it's Truck or Xfinity, but it's one of the 2. You have to do 1, 2, then your Cup Series, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So, this guy gets friends with Greg Biffle, does what he does, and now he's, like, getting accepted into, not the whole Cup Series, but NASCAR is letting him race in, like, a handful of Cup Series, and a lot of people are, like, uproaring about it, and, I don't blame him, dude, because every time he's out there, he wrecks. He hasn't finished a race yet out of
Oh.
that I know of. He might have finished them, but you know what I mean? He's not doing good whatsoever. He just keeps crashing and burning and, you know, Kyle Busch even said, you probably know Kyle Busch or at least heard the name.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's a big racer. He's been in NASCAR for God since I was a kid.
Is he the guy that just put out the video with his trophy room? And I saw a video where he had, like, a
Uh,
trophy room, and it had a crap load of trophies in it,
yeah.
and he's talking about how, these guys race 10,000 races before they get there
Yes. He was
or
talking about his
whatever.
son, by the way.
Yeah, he was
He was
talking
talking
about
about
his
his
son.
son.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
That is Kyle Busch. And honestly, I agree with him, dude. You need to kind of, start at the bottom and then work your way up. I mean, I get that you're famous and because half the NASCAR fandom is like, it's a good thing he's bringing eyes to it. And then the other half is like, he's going to kill somebody out there,
Right.
which I'm kind of in the middle. I'm more of on the side of he's gonna kill somebody out there, but you know what I mean? It's good for NASCAR to get more eyes and viewership, but, you know
He did, yeah, I see what you're talking about. He did sign a multi-year deal
Yeah,
with Richard Childress
Richard
Racing
Childress Racing, yep,
for the
yep.
O'Reilly Auto
RCR,
Part Series,
yep, RCR.
formerly the Xfinity.
Mhm.
Um, and he made his debut in the Craftsman Truck Series.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I think I agree with you that there's 2 sides to the coin when it comes to sports and athletes and stuff like that. It's kinda like, Jake Paul and Logan Paul and them in boxing and the WWE and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bringing so much money to boxing and to WWE and all that. They're such a draw. Um, but regardless of the opinions on them, it does seem like they're putting in the work for, like, training and stuff like that. So maybe this guy's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he's putting in the work. I mean, he's only 30 years old. He's still young.
Look, man, I
Um,
I like Cletus. I'm not trying to bash him whatsoever, but there is, like, a due process. It's almost like if hell, it's almost like if me and you just were throwing football and got famous off of social media for throwing football, and then the NFL's giving us a call of like, "Hey," sort of, you know what I mean?
but if we were
Like
good
a major
enough,
college team. I mean, yeah, but I don't think he's good enough is the thing, you know what I mean? He starts the truck series, that truck series that you were talking about,
yeah.
he wrecks on the 5th lap, dude. Just,
Uh,
you could watch a video. Yeah. We need to get that cable, dude, because I would love to just
we
show you
do.
some
We need to
clips or
get
whatever.
that TV cable hooked up and,
Um,
pull it up.
yeah, man, uh The Logan Paul and Jake Paul, what do you think about them?
I think they are incredible marketers of themselves and their brand, that they're trying to push, which is really this themselves.
Mhm.
I forget, like I get them confused on which one's WWE and which one's in boxing and whatnot.
Logan Paul does the WWE,
Jake Paul does the
he
boxing,
does the
but
boxing.
they both dabbled in the boxing.
Yes.
Um,
Both of them made careers off of being a YouTuber.
well, they started off on Disney Channel.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then if I'm not mistaken, they got in trouble because they made a video or they went to the forest in Japan.
That was Logan Paul.
Yeah, okay.
Jake Paul was just an asshole that nobody liked, and then he decided to do boxing. That's what happened to him.
And then okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. I don't have anything against them.
Mm.
I don't have anything against them. I would do the same thing if I was in their shoes, I would market myself to the point that they have. I mean, they're buying 30, $40 million ranches. Um, so that
Dude,
doesn't sound like a bad time to me.
you should see Jake Paul's new property, dude.
The one in Georgia that he just bought?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna look it up right now so I can see it again.
Yeah, it's pretty
A
insane.
6,000-acre ranch known as the Southlands Plantation in Decatur, Georgia for $39 million. Has a 20-acre private lake, a 2-mile ATV track, a $5 million car collection. I probably would sell the car collection. I'm like a one car kind of guy, I don't see the value in cars.
Yeah, I don't get all these guys buying cars like that, but hey,
But
you got the money, I guess.
I mean, this thing's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do with 6,000 acres, dude?
I mean, I guess whatever you want.
Yeah. I heard he's doing, like, huge renovations and putting, like, a dirt track for motorcycles and, you know what I mean, just some crazy stuff. I
And
mean,
he
hell,
has a
I would too.
property in Puerto Rico that he purchased for $16 million
Yeah,
back in 2023.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do.
What do you think about his
I don't know.
boxing career, though? Like, do you think he's just doing it for money and it's fake and he's just putting himself out there, or you think he's actually, like, trying to be the best? You know what I mean?
I would hate to take away from him. I would hate to take away from anybody that, like
Yeah.
I want to believe what he says, but there's so much money involved that I think it's all set up. Like I think it's scripted. I think the outcome is already set before the fight happens, for sure. Um, I think it's a marketing thing.
It's all
I
money.
do. But
It's all money.
I mean, he could beat me up. It's obvious
Ain't no doubt that
that
dude's
he's
jacked.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah.
obvious that he's training and he's putting
Probably beat
in
both of
work.
us up at the same time, dude.
Probably so. Probably so, man. It's obvious that he's training and putting in work and stuff like that. But I think he found a hole, like I think he found a hole in the sport. There's always that one person in every sport for every generation that kind of like brings notoriety to that sport. Like if you look at we're talking about Michael Jordan. If you look at the NBA, the NBA would not be what the NBA is without Michael Jordan.
No, you're
The
right.
NBA wouldn't be what the NBA is with LeBron James. I mean, he's in
Yeah.
like year 23 and still an all-star.
Oh, dude.
The NBA wouldn't be what the NBA is without Steph Curry. I mean, Steph Curry revolutionized shooting in the NBA.
Changed the
Um,
game.
golf wouldn't be where it is without Tiger Woods, and then, um, when I
NASCAR
was
with Dale Earnhardt, baby.
yeah, NASCAR with Dale Earnhardt, man. I mean, every sport has that thing, and I think
Has that person to put it
Jake
on the map.
Paul, I think Jake Paul just found his niche and saw the opportunity and again is a masterful marketer of himself and was able to get in there. Same with Logan Paul in WWE. Um,
So you think Jake Paul, like, revived boxing? Is that what you're trying to say? Or just
I meant
made it
Logan
more
Paul
than what it
WWE.
is?
Hmm. I don't Yeah. I don't think he revived it, I think it's always had a loyal fan base.
Mhm.
I think it's always had the people that have watched it and have watched it diligently, but I think he brought new eyes to it. I think he brought younger eyes to it, and that's the point, if you've got a bunch of
I can see that.
70, 80-year-old people watching the sport, well, when they all die, what do you do? It's
I can
like
see that.
golf, when they all die, what do you do? So you had a bunch of young guys come in. Scotty Scheffler, he's world number 1, he's like 28, 29. Jordan Spieth, 10 years ago, I mean, he was 21 years old winning everything, dude. Bubba Watson, the guy from Milton right up the road. He was young and he was winning everything.
Wonder where that dude
Um,
lived that's, on the Seahawks.
Devin Witherspoon,
Yeah, wonder where his location
I
was.
think he came out of Catholic.
No way,
Yeah,
seriously?
I think he came out of Catholic high school.
Hey, shout out Witherspoon, you did your thing in the Super Bowl, dude, that was awesome,
Yeah,
represent
that was
Pensacola.
fantastic, man. I remember watching a couple years ago, a clip came out of him where they called him into the coach's office. Not really like a prank, I guess, but kinda like you got called into the principal's office and you're like, "Oh my
Mhm,
gosh, what did I do?"
mhm.
And they were telling him that he made it to the All-Star game. Like, he got selected as an
Ah, yeah,
All-Star,
that's cool,
and now to see
that's
him
cool.
go from that um, to a Super Bowl is pretty cool. Let's see where he went to high school.
That is pretty cool.
He went to high school at I was wrong, Pine Forest High School.
Pine Forest.
And then
Huh,
he went to college at Illinois.
mm, good for
But,
him.
yeah, I don't know, man. I think and it's the same with Logan Paul and the WWE, Um,
You think he revived the WWE? You think that was on a downhill slope and he kinda
I
came
do.
in and all that
I do. I think the
stuff?
WWE was definitely on a downhill slope.
Do you still follow the WWE?
Not like I did,
Not like you
man,
used
Oh, man, I used to
to?
be into that stuff. That stuff was cool. When I was a kid, I had a TV in my room,
Yeah.
and my mom would make me turn it off at, like, 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or whatever it was, but I would keep the TV remote, like, underneath my bed,
Uh,
and I would hear her, like, coming to my room, walking or
beep,
whatever.
beep.
Click. I'd act like I was asleep, but I was watching because Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown,
What time did it come on?
dude, it was like 7 to 10. They're 3-hour shows,
Oh,
Monday and
the
Friday.
best one's probably at the end right there, huh?
Yeah, the main event and all
Main
that's at
event's at
the
the
end,
end, yeah.
my mom not let me stay up that late when I'm
10
a
o'clock.
kid. I gotta go to school the next day, man. I don't watch it now because I just think it's kinda lame. Like, everything is so it's always been predetermined.
Uh-huh.
It's always been predetermined, but,
Mhm.
when I was young, you had these guys that were like they were like that. You had The Undertaker and Stone Cold and all these guys and, like,
John Cena.
yeah, man, and now you can tell every step of the way what's gonna happen, and these guys used to cut crazy promos. Like, if you pull up old promo videos, WWE promos, you're like, "Oh my gosh," like, that was, you know,
So,
that was cool.
I kind of agree when, John Cena retired, there's this one guy I watch on another podcast, his name is Brandon Walker. Shout out Brandon Walker, by the way. He's a big WWE guy, but he was all upset because of, how John Cena went out.
Yes,
They let him out on a loss,
yes, to Gunther
which is
or
kinda lame.
Gunther.
Yeah, which is dude, I'm not a WWE fan, but honestly, when I think WWE, one of the first people you think of is John Cena. You
Right.
know what I mean? I don't know why they wouldn't just let him go out on a win. What's so taboo about that? You know what I mean? I get that it's all kind of passing on the torch to the younger generation or whatever you wanna call it, but I mean, dude, that was probably the next to what, The Rock maybe or, what's the dead guy? What
The Undertaker,
Undertaker, you know what I mean? What other ones are bigger than him? You know what I mean? I think in my personal opinion, I think WWE is John Cena. John Cena,
he definitely is for our
and that's from
generation.
a person of not watching it. I don't know who yours would be.
The Undertaker's always been my
Been
my
yours.
my
Like, you think
all-time favorite.
WWE Undertaker.
WWE, when I was a kid, man, I always tuned in to The Undertaker and Rey Mysterio. I don't know if you know who Rey
Yeah, the
Mysterio
dude who
is.
wears the luchador mask, I
Yes,
think, yeah. You
yes,
like
yes.
him? That was your dude?
Man, he was cool, man, like, cause he was so little,
Yeah,
and he used to do this move called the 619,
yeah.
and he would swing around the ropes and kick these guys in the face, and then
Yeah.
he would jump on them and pin them and stuff like that, on their shoulders from the front side and pin
Quick
them.
question, you should know this since you're a fan.
Oh, Lord.
Is that really his son?
Yes.
That's really his Dirty Dom or whatever the hell you call
Yes.
him, Dominic? That's really his blood son.
Yes.
Now, this is where the lines blur
Let
between
me look it up
what's
before I
the
look really dumb, but I'm like 99% sure.
well, dude, I've seen clips of
Um,
him as, like, a little kid, so it's like, they're either pulling, like, the biggest gotcha there is or, like, he's really his kid, you know?
yeah, I think it's his son.
I think it
Let's
is
see.
too,
Yeah, it's really his son.
and if it's not, WDB, they've done a fantastic job of making me think that really is his son.
Well, and it brings me to another point, man. When I was young, see, they used to have a wrestler called Kane. He's a politician now. But Kane and The Undertaker, they were listed as brothers. And they had like this beef, or whatever, and they went through this series where they fought each other and all this stuff. And when I was young, man, I was like, "Oh my god, these guys are really brothers, and they're on here punching each other in the face like that." And they're both big guys. They're like 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 300-pound guys.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, Dominic Mysterio is born Dominic Oscar Gutierrez, April 5th, 1997, and is the real life son of legendary WWE wrestler Rey Mysterio.
Now my next question is, do they really have a bad relationship like he puts it out there like that? 'Cause
Probably
he
not.
talks about his dad like he's a piece of shit, you
He
know?
does. He does.
Excuse
Probably
my
not.
French, but I mean, hell.
Probably not in real life, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
just for entertainment purposes or
but
whatever.
see, that's what takes
Yeah.
away the whole mystique and stuff like that from the WWE now is all these superstars now, they get on podcasts or YouTube videos or TikToks or whatever, and they tell the secrets of the trade. Like as a
Yep.
kid, that it's fake. And like, man, I mean, when I was a kid, dude, I would hate it to have hear that because, The Undertaker, man, that was really a dead man, and like he used to sit up and give the people one of those and like roll his eyes in his back of his head.
Come
And
out of a coffin and
yeah,
all that
I was like, oh my
shit. Yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. That's the coolest thing ever, man. And I believed it. It was, it had that mystique to it.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
get that from the WWE now. You don't get that kind of
Yeah.
mystique from
Nah,
it.
not from the clips that I see. Some of it's kinda cringe when they're in the
And
ring trying to hype up people and all that.
I don't know if
Man,
that's from Triple H. Triple H is the new, he's not the new, but
Essex McMahon dropped down
he,
after that scandal or whatever.
well, I think it was before that. He married Vince McMahon's daughter, Stephanie,
Right.
in
Oh,
real
yeah, yeah,
life.
I know that, yeah.
But again, when I was a kid, they actually got fake married
Did you watch that documentary
on the show.
on Netflix? No?
Nah,
Oh,
nah.
dude,
Pretty good?
dude. Oh, yeah.
I'll
Oh,
check
yeah.
it out.
Vince McMahon is like another Jerry Jones to me. One of the smartest businessmen I've ever met, dude, and he'll embarrass his wife in front of a whole stadium full of people just to get some money, dude.
Yeah.
You need to watch
He
it, dude. It's pretty
he
good,
will.
man.
Vince McMahon definitely built the brand. The
He
WWE.
made out with another woman in front of his wife, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You you need to watch that. You need to watch that because I was just like, "Oh my god." I had a so growing up, I had a cousin, that was very big into WWE, but, like you said, I never wanted to, poo-poo on anybody's beliefs or you know what I mean? What made if you like it, you like it, but I can remember even being a kid and, being at, like, the Christmas Eve parties at my great-grandmother's house and us all playing around and him always getting WWE toys and playing with them and showing them to like that, and I would always be like, "Yeah, that's cool," just because I didn't get it, I didn't understand
Yeah,
it, you know what I mean? But even at that age, like, I forgot who spoiled it for me or something like that, I remember clearly, watching it and be like, "What is going on?" And then somebody being like, heck, I might think it was my dad or some family member or something, but they were like, "Yeah, it's fake." Like, "What?"
yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, it's fake. They're not this isn't boxing." And I was like, "What?" And it just kinda blew my world, but even then, like, never as a kid was I interested in or anything like that,
It's
so,
fake. It's fake where it's choreographed,
yeah.
but you can't fake like jumping through a table.
Oh, no,
You
yeah,
can't fake
yeah.
jumping off of a ladder,
No,
you know,
yeah,
like,
I agree.
dude, the Hardy brothers, dude, they have some insane, like,
Like,
ladder
cage
matches
matches, yeah.
and stuff. Oh, dude, the cage matches, like, where Mick Foley and The Undertaker, and
Mhm.
he threw him off the top of the cage and stuff,
Yeah,
and
broke his back or something like
yeah, punctured his
that.
lung or something, and, like,
Yeah.
all kind of stuff. Like, you can't fake that, but you definitely know who's gonna win. I mean, it's more of an art or a drama than it is a fight.
Yeah.
But man, those guys are talented. I do like the WWE, but I can't do it now.
Almost like an extreme play,
Yeah,
kinda,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's
I mean,
that's
don't get me wrong, I know they put themselves through physical stuff, like, dude, back in the 90s, early 2000s, they were throwing each other on tacks on the ground.
right,
Like, that's insane to me, dude. That is
right.
insane to me, bro. Hey, you couldn't pay me enough money to I mean, I don't know, a couple million maybe, but,
They're not making that though.
for I know, exactly. For what they're making, there's no way you're putting your body through that unless you really love it, I
There's maybe
guess,
a couple guys making that, but like
Yeah.
the biggest face of it right now, from what I understand, is a dude actually from Pensacola. Roman Reigns.
What?
Yeah, man, Roman Reigns.
He's from Pensacola?
Yeah, he went to Catholic high school. That's probably
What?
why I was thinking Catholic earlier in the video.
Did he really?
Yeah, man.
No way,
Yep.
dude.
Roman
What?
Reigns.
Dude, Pensacola's got some sleeper
Dude, it
celebrity athletes and
it
everything,
does, dude.
dude.
Roman
Man.
Reigns was born and raised in Pensacola, Florida. He's a member of the famous, Imma mess this up, so I'm sorry, Hanoi wrestling family, and he attended Pensacola Catholic High School and later Escambia High School before his football career at Georgia Tech.
What ethnicity is he Samoan?
Yeah, they're like,
Samo
you ever heard of Rikishi?
Hmm, yeah.
That's
Rub
his,
your butt on the whatever,
yeah,
yeah,
that's like
yeah,
his
yeah.
nephew or something like that.
No, is it really?
Yeah, the Usos, you ever heard of the
I
Usos?
thought Rikishi was older than him.
He is.
Uh,
Or he would be like Rikishi's
he's
nephew.
the key okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I was like, "What?
You
How's
ever
he"
heard of the Usos?
No, I don't think I have.
They're another, WWE people,
Mhm.
and they're from Pensacola.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're all related to each other. Yeah, man, they come back in town sometimes, and the one guy gets DUIs.
They come in town to get DUIs.
He does, man, I swear, look it up, dude. Look it up. I'm not making it up or here to slander the guy, but
That's
that's
funny,
exactly what
man.
happens, but,
That's funny.
yeah, I
And then Rikishi, the big old fat Samoan guy who put his butt on everybody up against the
against the
He's a yeah.
turnbuckle over there and stuff, yeah. Dude, my wife, Megan,
Funny.
which happy birthday, Megan.
Happy birthday, Megan.
Yep, I love you, you're awesome, thank you for everything, man. Thanks for taking care of the kids and keeping it all together. You're
Holding
fantastic.
it down.
Yeah, holding it down
Holding it
strong.
down.
But she, like, sat next to him on an airplane or something.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's got a cool Rikishi story.
Megan sat down to Rikishi with Rikishi?
Yeah, she was, like, flying back from California or
Did he take up
something,
2
or
seats?
he might have, I don't know, that's a big dude, man. Um, I don't know, but she's got a pretty cool Rikishi story. But yeah, man, Pensacola's definitely a little
That's funny.
sleeper town for athletes and stuff like that.
We are. I was about to say, I think you might be uh,
Did you hear that?
I did. I thought it was a dad, but it might have been a bird or a cat.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. That was kinda creepy, though. I'm glad it's the
That
daytime
was
because I'd
very
be scared.
weird. Yeah, some of you are I know you guys who are listening to the pod probably didn't hear that, but it sounded just like a dad. It
Yeah.
sounded just like that.
Yeah, that was kinda creepy. I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. But
Ah,
let's
we press
switch.
on.
Yeah, we press on. Let's switch topics now.
What you got?
You know what, dude? Let's get into a little bit of football. Let's not try to do too
Alright.
much football.
Alright.
But what do you so Malik Willis to the Dolphins, baby.
What do you think about it? That's your team.
I'm on the fence of like wait and see because he hasn't started like a full start of a season. He's been a backup
Right.
and he's only technically, I guess you could say, started or played in a total of like 3 to 6 games or something like that.
Mhm.
3 I know 4 with the Packers. But the only reason why he's coming to the Dolphins is because our new head coach and the new GM
Mhm.
have come from the Packers, and they must have saw something in him that
Sure.
they're like, "Hey," you know what I mean? But dude, anything's better than Tua. Anything better than Tua at this point, you know
I
what I
think
mean?
coaches do take players. It would be like it wouldn't surprise me right now if you saw Alvin Kamara, the Saints running back, if you saw him go to Denver. Um,
Mm.
yeah, because the Saints just signed another running back to quite a bit of money.
Okay,
So
so
that's gonna be I don't remember his name off the
let's
top of my
see.
head. And that's gonna be your number one guy, obviously, because you're paying him a good bit of money.
Yeah,
And Alvin Kamara, who's a great pass catching running back,
yeah.
he played for Sean Payton for a long time
Mhm.
or a couple years down in New Orleans. So it wouldn't surprise me to see that. But with Malik Willis, I don't know, man. The dude came out of Liberty University a couple years ago, and he was a beast in college. I mean, physically, he's very, very gifted. He's got a cannon of an arm. He can run. He can throw. It's just can he do all of those things at an elite level and
Mhm.
string it together enough times to win, a series of games and stuff like that. That's the thing. Can he lead a team to the playoffs? That's the question I don't know.
Yeah.
He's making a good bit of money,
Mhm.
so hopefully he can, but we shall see.
I'm
I think the
sure.
biggest surprise of the day is Max Crosby trade, man.
Oh, dude, that is, you mean the not trade?
The not trade. Yeah,
The
yeah, the
canceled
the
trade?
the not trade, dude.
I think, I think his physical went perfectly fine. I don't know about perfectly fine. I think they might have saw something in that physical dude, but I think if you really wanted Max Crosby, they would have just said poo poo with that or that,
The
medical
meniscus
report.
tear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
Uh,
was a meniscus tear, which
well, dude, he was so pissed off at the end of the year for the Raiders sitting him. So that tells me, hey, he was good to go. So from the point of the end of their season last year
mhm,
to now is what, 3 months? Two solid months.
yeah, 3 months, 4 months if you
So
don't
how
make the
bad could it
playoffs.
still be?
Well, he had a meniscus tear, which aren't, like, crazy. I mean, there's guys that have meniscus surgeries and they're back in a couple weeks. It's not like it's an
Yeah.
ACL or something.
And he had surgery on it.
He had surgery on it. I don't know. I mean, I remember what you're talking about. They said that they sat him because they said he's not healthy or whatever,
Mhm.
and then the next week he's out there posting basketball videos of him playing
Yes.
basketball.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Um,
I think they might have set him up on, like, a run drill or something like that, and then he didn't do as well as he wanted to, or maybe he tripped up and something flared up or something
he's
like
probably
that.
still not even eligible to be running and stuff yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Or the Ravens owner heard of it, and he was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what are we doing here? What are we doing
That's
here?
exactly
What are we doing here?" And he'll take a
yes,
look at everything, and he's like,
yes.
"Yeah, let's not do that. I
Because they
think,
turned around and signed Trey Hendrickson.
exactly." Yeah, they
Yeah.
turned right back around. I was like, "Okay, this is what I wanna do." I guarantee you that owner stuck his hand in it and had something to do with it. Guarantee you.
Well, why would we can give and Trey Henderson signed a big contract. I think the average annual value was like 28 million a year.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, well, he's a great I mean,
He
he
is.
had 17.5 sacks for 2 years in a row.
He is.
Not last year. Last year, he was kind of on a down year.
Yeah.
The problem with him is he's, like, 31. You're starting to see a lotta athletes play into their older years, which I attribute that to science and medicine and stuff. We just know more about the human body and how to take care of ourselves more now than we did back in the '70s and '80s and '90s.
On safety too.
Yeah,
And,
we know more about that stuff,
yeah.
man. Um, but if you can pay this guy a contract, that's better than giving up 2 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, sure. But one was in 2027. They weren't even I don't
You
even think they were giving up a trade, like, for this year.
I think they were giving up this year's first round and next year's first round,
Okay, so one was this year, one was next
and
year.
that's
I just heard
huge.
about
But
this.
yeah, because you only get 1
Yeah, true.
in the
But,
round
I
unless
mean,
you've done a deal.
yeah, but I look at a team like the Ravens, and they're pretty well-rounded, honestly. I mean, they did lose some players in the free agency, but,
They didn't make
I
it
don't
to
know.
the playoffs that last year,
Yeah.
so they can't be well-rounded.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Well, they apparently blamed Harbaugh on that one, which I kinda blame Lamar on that one. He had a rough season last year, dude, when he even played, because half the time he didn't play. He was
Well,
in and out most of the season, and then when he did play, you know what I mean? It was like a toss-up. I had
so
him on my fantasy team. He screwed me like a couple times, dude.
did he?
He did. He did. He sure did. I mean, dude, Lamar's Lamar. I don't know. I think going back of watching it, I think this might have been his most inconsistent year.
For sure. He's a two-time MVP, so we know he can we
Yes.
know he
We know he
can
can,
win.
yeah, you know he got it in him.
But I think that could be the problem, and I'm not hating on Lamar. I've got a Lamar jersey in my closet. Megan
Yeah.
is a huge, huge
Yep.
Lamar Jackson fan.
I like Lamar. Ain't
Um,
nothing against you, Lamar. You rock.
but he reminds me of, like, the quarterback you would pick on Madden, when you wanna do something crazy,
Yeah.
like, you wanna look flashy and look showy and whatnot.
Run the ball 70 yards down the field.
Right, and he could throw the ball. I mean, I think he's had, 2 or 3 4,000-yard seasons, which is great. I mean, there's some franchises that probably don't even have 4,000-yard seasons to their whole in any year.
No, man.
Um, but
How much
he
Max Crosby would have actually helped him.
you need your quarterback to have that dog in him. It's kinda like Tua. I think you could have brought in any and Tua if you look at Tua's stats, man, I saw something today where Tua's stats were really not that bad since he's been there. But you could be the best statistical quarterback on the planet is what I'm trying to say, but the only thing that matters at the end of the day
Mhm.
is wins and losses.
Yeah, you're right.
That is the only thing that
Yeah.
matters, and
Yeah, you're right.
Lamar can't seem to just get over that hump, he can't seem to do it.
Yeah.
He's
Ah,
two-time MVP, he can play, he can I mean, the dude's a baller.
I think there's something going on with Lamar. I really don't think they should have fired Harbaugh, honestly. But, you know.
We don't get to make those decisions. Hey, I think the team doctor for the Ravens was probably Joe Burrow.
Maybe, maybe.
Hey,
But I think we live in a time now of the coaches will get the axe before or the coaches will get all the blame before the quarterback does. You know what I mean? Hell, look at Josh Allen, dude. He lost in the playoffs again. Guess who they fired? The coach, the head coach. You know?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just the new age that we're in,
I'm
dude.
split on Josh Allen though, man.
Are you? I like Josh.
Yeah,
I like Josh Allen.
I do too, but Megan will kill me for saying that. She cannot stand Josh Allen.
There is a fortune teller that apparently 10 to 15 years ago had predicted the Bills will win the Super Bowl in 2026.
This year
This year.
or
This year.
or the season for 2026 in 2027.
I'm gonna say
The
that
season that
going
starts
yeah,
this
the
year.
season that starts this year, yeah. Yeah. I'll
The
say
Bills get close, man, every single year. I think if they were going to win it, this was a good year to do it. You didn't have any of your normal guys in there, man. Patrick Mahomes didn't make it. Lamar
he had
didn't
a
make it.
straight shot to the Super
Dude,
Bowl, dude. He had
dude,
a
that's what I'm
straight shot.
saying, man.
Mahomes out of the way. Good lord. And y'all just got Kenneth Walker too, so you guys are definitely on the way back to at least the playoffs,
You
in
talking
my
about the
opinion.
Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, last year, Mahomes got hurt. Um, so that's pretty rough losing Mahomes. I think Mahomes is one of those quarterbacks that you can put him on any team. And he makes everybody around him a better football player, like Tom Brady. I think you could have put Tom Brady on any team in the NFL, and he would have made anybody around him. I mean, he was making undrafted free agents star wide receivers, star slot receivers. Tom Brady was.
Mhm.
Um, I I I think there's a way to play quarterback and a way to not play quarterback, and a lot of the stuff you see now with like the flashiness and all that, it's tough to win like that, man. It's tough to win like that. You need a quarterback like that knows how to manage a game. Winning doesn't have to be pretty. You just
Yeah.
need to win the game. I mean, look at Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was the last overall pick, Mr. Irrelevant,
Yeah.
and then signed a mega contract. Came in because the first two guys got hurt, and they were like, "Oh, hey man, you're up. This is all we got. You're up." And then takes him to the championship game and tears his elbow, and then he's out the game before the Super Bowl as
Mhm.
Mr. Irrelevant. But what does he do? He manages the game. He manages the game. He scans the field. If it's not there, he throws it down.
Yeah.
He gets up there, he reads the defense, he can hand it off, he runs a RPO if he needs to. So I think there's I think there's I think there's that. I think you need a good manager. Like a good quarterback should be a good manager.
Yeah. Good game manager.
Good game manager, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying that,
Yeah, I mean,
but
you're right. I'm actually
they
pretty
should
interested
be.
to see how Tua is gonna do at, Atlanta.
Tua didn't go to Atlanta.
He's at Atlanta, yeah. He's at
No, he's
Atlanta.
not.
Yes.
No, he
Yes.
didn't.
Yes, dude, I'm telling you. Yes. I didn't send that to you?
I know they were trying to get him.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, hold on, yeah, you might be right. I don't know if it's officially yet, but there's a bunch of talks about him going to the Falcons.
Oh man,
Is it official?
as of March
I told you. He's a Falcon?
for 1.3 million.
Hey, yeah, yeah, the minimum, because he's, we're still paying his butt for the next 2, 3 years or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's making a ton of money
Dude, he's
already.
guaranteed 53 million just from the Dolphins this year. So we're paying him to play for Atlanta is basically essentially what we're doing. So
Y'all
Atlanta got a steal of a quarterback.
Atlanta's money's paying his dinner bill with his wife or whatever.
Oh, dude.
But I think that could be good for Atlanta because Michael Penix is gonna get hurt. The dude's fragile like glass, man. He was a tough first round pick.
Oh, then why hire another glass house?
Dude, I would have kept
Who's, like
Kirk Cousins.
same. I agree. Or get Jameis up in there.
Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. I think Jameis is good, but I
Oh,
don't think
shit.
he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Oh, man. Oh, God. I just need somebody to give him a chance again.
He's
Somebody.
playing right now in New York.
I'm just talking about a starting position, give him a chance, like the Jets or something, but the Jets are so desperate
They
they
just
even got
signed Geno
Geno.
Smith,
I
bro.
know, they just got Geno back, dude. They drafted him whenever he came out of college, now he's back over there, dude.
Did they draft him?
Yes. Look,
Yeah, and then he
man, I
got
might be
hurt.
a Dolphins fan, but I thank God every day I'm not a Jets fan,
Oh,
okay?
dude,
Like, dude, I could only imagine being a Jets fan,
you could
dude.
say that again.
I can only imagine being a Jets fan. I mean, I can't really talk much being a Dolphins fan, but Jesus, the Jets. The Jets.
The Jets. Yeah, the Jets perennially suck all the time.
Dude, okay, let's swap over to a different topic. The man, have you actually seen this crazy science that's been going on here
About
recently?
probably not.
I mean, you know my opinion about science and AI and all that. I think it's eventually gonna run the world. And have you ever watched Black Mirror? Actually,
No.
never. So you need to. It's dude. So Black Mirror is it's not a okay. So when you watch a TV show like Breaking Bad, the next episode's always going to go into the next episode.
Mm,
Black Mirror is not like that. Each episode is its own episode, but each episode is it's all set in the future. Okay, so each episode is all set in the future, but
okay.
each episode is of like a different technology or like a different situation. So I'll just give you an example. Like one of the episodes is everybody has chips in their brain
Okay.
of like, and you can use it as like a social media tool. Say you wanted to block somebody, okay? And you had a chip in your brain, okay? You had the future chip in your brain or whatever,
Yeah.
and you hated that person or
Okay.
didn't want to talk to that person. Well, guess what? You can block that person, okay? In the show, in the TV show, while you're walking around in real life, like me looking at you right now, you would be just a silhouette of white.
Mm.
I can't see your face, can't see what you're wearing, nothing. It's just a silhouette of white. And that's like, we are approaching that right now, dude,
I don't
because,
think so.
dude, they just put a fruit fly's brain into a computer and it acted like a fruit fly. Look it up. It's true. Yes, dude. We are like inches away. And Elon's already been doing it with his own technology. He's been doing it. Yes, dude.
What?
Yes. Dude, yes. Yes. And guess what they did too? They put I think it was a human brain and they put it on a computer, and guess what? It was playing Doom, dude.
Mm.
A dead brain.
Researchers have successfully simulated an entire adult fruit fly brain within a computer, modeling all 139,255 neurons and 50 million connections based on the mapped connectome. This digital brain was placed in a virtual body via the NeuroMech Fly platform.
They just real. I'm telling you,
You
dude.
remember when we were kids, they
We're in a
had that
Black
cloned
Mirror
sheep,
episode,
bro?
dude. Of who? What
They
clone
had that
sheep?
cloned sheep when we were kids that everybody used to talk about.
Yeah, that's real. It was real. If Tom Brady's cloning his dog, dude, by now,
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
dude, man,
Dolly. Dolly was a
yeah,
female sheep that was cloned from an adult somatic cell.
there you go.
Man, I don't know, man. All that stuff, it kinda scares me.
Science scares
Yeah.
me, dude.
It
Science scares me,
it
dude.
does, man. It does. When I wake up in the morning at like 1 or 2,
Yeah,
and when it's dark in the room, I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
oh," that's not the kind of articles I wanna read
no.
because they make me nervous, man.
Yeah. I
Now,
saw that, my jaw dropped, dude. I was like, "Oh my god."
maybe I don't know, man. It makes me question, like, other things, like war and stuff like that. Like, are we just losing human lives for no reason?
Yeah, essentially. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Like, are we just sending out young men out there to die and women out there to die for no reason?
Sure, they're talking about a draft.
That'll never
I
happen.
don't know, I hope not. God, I pray not.
Me and you ain't getting drafted.
Nah,
I'm fat.
we're too old, for one. We couldn't
Yeah,
pass the physical, for one.
I'm fat and I got high blood pressure. They don't want me at all.
Well,
I'm a liability.
I think too is their age ranges are well, I actually looked up I didn't look up a video, I saw a video. Their prime targets for the draft would be
Like 18 to 25.
so 20-year-olds to 25-year-olds would go first, and then they would go to the younger kids, apparently, is the 18 to 19-year-olds, but how they do it is basically like a birthday lottery.
You
So
right.
they'll pick that birthday and then, ages till whatever.
Yeah, yeah, you're pretty much right on the money, man. It's a
Yeah,
lottery based on birthdays that would
yeah,
prioritize men turning 20 that year,
yep.
and then followed by ages 21 to 25, and then 18 to 19. Yeah, you're right on the money with it.
But we're too old anyways to fight the war.
Woo! Thank God, dude. Thank God. My mom will be happy when she
Yeah.
listens to this.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I ain't trying to fight no war, dude. Especially, yeah,
No.
I don't know. I'm good,
I
dude.
am not trying to be sent out there by my government to die for something
Nah,
I don't care about at all.
nah, man.
No way,
Oh
dude.
god, dude. I'm good, man.
Now,
Good.
with that being said, for all the people that have fought in wars and for all the soldiers,
Respect,
all the support,
respect.
all
Thank
the
you for your
support,
service.
all the respect.
Salute.
I saw some article come out today about we're spending billions of dollars
It's
on
like
steak
800.
and
It's like 800 million
on like
a
steak
day.
and lobster tail or something too.
It was like 800 million
Um,
as each day that we're in war right now is supposedly $800 million a day.
yeah, and that's crazy.
It's
There's one that come out about the Homeland Defense or Department of the War, whatever, Pete Hegseth's department, that they spent so much money on like steak and lobster from the War Department. All right, listen, if those guys sitting in the office are eating steak and lobster, that's kind of crap. But man, if these guys on the front line wanna are eating steak and lobsters on Sunday, that's cool with me.
I mean,
Those
yeah.
guys deserve everything they should get.
Yeah, as long as they're on the front line. If it's a politician that's like, you know what I mean? If it's a dude behind a desk pushing stuff and is like, "Let me get some lobster," you know what I mean? That's one thing, but if
Yeah.
you're on the front line killing people and serving us and protecting us, then yes, you should get steak and lobster every night. I'm okay with doing that,
22 million on lobster and ribeye in September of 2025 alone.
Now, was that just for the troops or who was that for?
I don't know. That's what I don't know. But if it is for the troops, that's cool, man.
Yeah, if it's for the
But
troops, that's cool.
if they're sitting in the Pentagon eating steak,
Yeah.
well, I got to eat ramen noodles. I don't eat ramen noodles because my blood pressure's too high. Well, I got to eat crap. Then
Well, a lot of the Marines and stuff are eating MRIs, you know what I mean?
MREs.
MREs, MRIs. Oh, dude. Have you ever eaten one of those?
An MRE?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The
Yeah,
last
dude.
time I ate one is when Sally came around.
Oh, did you and Sally?
Yeah. So,
Oh, man.
dude, Sally sucked, dude, because Megan and I, our house at the time,
I didn't know you guys were in memories with Sally.
well, the house we weren't obviously we weren't supposed to.
Were you out that way in
Yeah,
that time?
we were
Yeah.
still out in Santa Rosa County, and our house, the pole was backfed. So our power pole was in our backyard.
Mm,
And you can get online and you can go on FPL's website when your power is out,
mm,
if there's like a big outage,
mm.
and it'll tell you
Yeah, yeah,
how many people are without power.
yeah.
And then as it gets restored, it tells you how many people or whatever. Bro, we were one of the last 5 people,
Dang,
5
dude.
people to get
Dang,
power back
man.
because our power pole was literally snapped in half in our
Yeah,
backyard.
yeah.
And we lived down that little like,
That little dirt road or
yeah, that
yeah,
little
yeah,
access road,
yeah,
little
yeah,
dirt road or whatever.
yeah.
So we didn't have to. We totally coulda went to my parents' house and got, I mean, they got a whole home generator and all that stuff, and we were there for a little bit, and I love my mom and dad to death, but there ain't nothing like being at your own house.
Oh, facts.
So we thought we would be up in power sooner, but we weren't. So there was some people at, I don't know, some church or some ball field, some organization giving away MREs,
Mhm.
and the boys were like, "We wanna try them." Alright, so Megan went and got a box of MREs, dude, and we ate them. And, I mean, I don't remember them being terrible or whatnot.
They're not terrible. They're not terrible. I remember eating them at, we didn't eat them at Sally, but we ate them at,
Ivan?
Ivan, yeah. I remember being little at Ivan and then, my dad coming home with, like, a box full of
Ivan was a
MREs.
monster, man.
Yeah, that was a real bet.
Ivan was a monster. Listen,
Yeah.
if you guys never been through a hurricane,
Oh, dude.
dude,
Yeah.
it is a whole different, and they're all different, like, they all have their own
Mhm.
personalities. Like,
Yeah.
Sally was, like, I think a category 2, but it sat here for, like, 2 days.
Mhm.
I mean, it just poured rain for, like, 2 days, and Ivan, I think, was, like, a category 4, man. That thing was
Like 5.
it's
I'll look it up. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
check
it's
it
5.
out. And it smacked us, dude, and Ivan was I remember being a kid, man. I think it was 2002, August of 2002, and, my mom and I were the only ones awake.
Yeah, it was 5.
It was category
It was
5?
Cat 5, yeah.
When
It's Cat
was it?
5. It's 2004.
2004. August 2004?
Yeah. Hold on, it just says 2004, hold on.
So, my mom and I were the only one
Yeah,
awake
you're right. September 2004.
September,
September 2004.
and, dude, I was terrified. I thought the roof was gonna come off the house because my parents couldn't leave. They between I don't know if one of them was still in the military at that point in time, but they both worked in, emergency room. So they weren't allowed to evacuate, and my sister and them, she slept through it.
Did she?
Yeah, but my mom and I did not, dude. My mom and I had this little, like, crank radio that you could, like, crank it and get power or whatever, and, like, get power to it, and we were playing card games in there. We had some flashlights too.
Yeah.
We went in my bedroom because it was the only one that was cold at the time when the power went out and, we didn't have any AC. For some reason, my bedroom was the coldest room in the house.
Hmm.
So my mom and I went in my bedroom and played card games, and then the next day, the street, our neighborhood was all blocked off by trees and stuff.
Mhm.
So we helped get those cleared out, man. I remember the neighbor lady rescued a squirrel. The other guy got tore up by bees, like
Ah,
bad, dude.
golly.
And we drove around Pensacola after that, and I remember like,
Being wrecked.
oh my God, dude. We went to the Walmart parking lot. There was the buggy returns were like strewn everywhere. The whole garden center was completely destroyed and like in the Sonic parking lot where the Freddy's and stuff is now.
Dang.
That was all over there. The neighbors had a trampoline on their roof, but they didn't have a trampoline in their backyard when the hurricane started. Oh, dude, we had a tree. We got so lucky, dude. Like, we got so lucky. We had a tree in our that was kind of cool. We had a tree in our so we had my house here.
We gotta get some blinds up in here.
We got to, man.
Messing with the light. This whole podcast has been like somebody's shining a light on this whole
Yes,
time.
dude.
Sorry.
We had a tree. We had my house here, the neighbor's house here. Typical cookie cutter houses, right? So there's not
Mhm.
much gap between them, maybe 20 to 30 feet. Let's say 30 feet, right?
You're talking about the house off of
Yeah, right
Strand, right?
where I grew up
Off of
at.
Strand?
Yep,
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah.
And so if you're looking at the house, the neighbor to the right,
Mm,
We had this huge, massive tree in between the two of us, and it literally split both of our houses and fell over. You remember Darren across the road?
mhm.
It fell into his yard all the way across the road. And the roots were so big that when the root ball lifted up the fence, the bottom of the fence was equal to the roof line. That's
Mm,
how high up this root ball from this tree lifted up our fence. And I was like, oh my God,
yeah.
that was mesmerizing, man.
Yeah, I can remember being a kid and playing in those root balls and all that. Because right underneath it, it'd make a, big old mud pit right underneath
Oh
the
yeah.
ball of root or whatever. I can remember just playing in it, the mud and everything like that, but, dude, my mom's house, it used to have, I mean, you know what it looks like now, but it used to have, like, almost 20 pine trees in the yard. That's yeah. Used to be that house used to be literally surrounded by pine trees, and then when Ivan hit, dude, they all just fell, like,
Dropped.
all of them. Yeah, the only things that were left standing was those 2 old oak trees in the back.
Dang.
Really, they had 3 back there, but they recently had got 1 chopped down back there.
Oh
So
yeah.
there used to be one, like, literally right behind my parents' house, but they chopped that one down before the hurricane. Sally came, actually. So, I mean, yeah, I even destroyed everything that my Meemaw and Pawpaw, they were trapped in their neighborhood. We had to go out there and cut them free, you know what I
Get them
mean?
out.
Yeah, cut all
They
the
still live in
trees
the
out of the
same
way.
house they're in
Mhm.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, I gotta go over there and basically keep up with it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're not spring chickens.
Oh, no, dude, heck, I come to realize whenever you get older and older, you need to at least take care of the people that took care of you growing up, you know what I mean? It's kinda
Exactly.
vice versa, you know?
Exactly.
Um,
All we can hope is our kids, do the same thing for us one day.
oh, yeah, if I'll do anything for my Meemaw if she asks me to, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I mean, I would do anything for my grandma, my mama, which would be my mom's mom, I'd do anything for her as well. My dad's mom, man, I'd do anything for her, of course, she's awesome. She's actually moving down here in August.
nice
August, September, when they finish
when
that
I finish it.
addition that they're building onto their
Yeah.
property and stuff like that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she's gonna move in there.
That's
But,
dope.
man, she gets around great.
Yeah, your grandma's cool, man.
Yeah, my
How old is your
grandma's
grandma?
hold on.
It's okay,
Uh,
I don't even know mine. I think mine's are, like, in their 80s, I think. Yours has gotta be younger than mine because yours is getting around better than mine now.
I think she's
70?
70,
Take
72.
2?
She'll be 72 in August. Her birthday's in August.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, she gets around great, dude. She's still
she
going on
does.
cruises and going to Disney World. She's
Oh,
going with
dude.
us this summer and stuff like that.
Oh, you
Um,
wouldn't catch my Meemaw on a boat. She's definitely afraid of water.
yeah, did you hear that again?
Now, did you hear another mom or dad?
I don't know, man. It's creepy.
You got an outside cat?
Well, I've got a cat that hangs out outside, but no, I don't have an outside cat.
Well,
I got the one cat in there, Peter Parker.
think it might be I think it might be a cat or a bird or something like that. Cause none yeah,
It might be.
I guarantee you it's an animal. Sounds like an animal to me.
But
Um,
yeah, dude, yeah, my grandma's cool, man.
dude, have you also seen this Havana syndrome stuff? No, you
No,
haven't? So
no, let me look it up though while you're talking.
yeah, look up Havana syndrome. It's not even a syndrome.
What?
It is an injury from a new weapon that they just found.
What?
Yeah, dude, it's a microwave.
When I type in HAV, it pops up like that, so it
Yeah.
must be something.
Yeah, dude, Havana syndrome. Look it up. They just found out that this was on 60 Minutes, by the way. You know
Yeah,
the show 60 Minutes. Is that what you're looking at right now?
that's the first article that popped up, but I'm
Oh,
reading a
read
Wikipedia
it, dude.
article.
Read it. It's wild. Apparently, the Russian mafia has some. That's seriously, dude. This is what they're talking about. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's crazy, dude. I believe the weapons because I mean, dude, we're in 2026 by now. I know for a fact that we have some type of laser crazy weapon technology. You know what I mean? I mean, heck, the war is being fought right now with drones. You know, so
Right.
yeah, yeah. But if you read that article, it would go into and say like Havana syndrome is not like an actual syndrome. It's like an injury caused by some type of microwave weapon that shoots like an invisible beam or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe a laser. You
Direct
know?
energy or radio frequency weapon.
Yes. Yes.
Dang, man.
It's dude, we live in a Black Mirror episode, dude, I'm telling you. It's insane.
No, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it's just, I saw a clip of it, like, literally the other day. I was like, "Oh god, we gotta talk about
I
this
mean,
on
of
the
course, the
pod."
government wouldn't tell us about
Oh,
this.
no, of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. So we gotta wait for 60 minutes to find out about it so they can tell everybody, you know? But even 60 minutes, I'm on the edge of I don't know. It's so hard to believe everything out there nowadays, you know what I mean?
Oh,
But
yeah.
this is what they're
Yeah.
saying is real and is what's is happening, you know? So, it doesn't shock me. What would shock me is if we don't have that by now. You
No,
know what I
you're
mean?
right.
I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, this is crazy.
I know, yeah, the more you read it and look into it, the more crazier it gets. I mean, it's like Russian mafia.
See, dude,
It's yeah,
this just
you can
leads me
fit
to
it in
more
the palm of
questions
your
of like,
hand. It's not like a gun, you can fit it in the palm of your hand. So it's like, yeah, that's what they're saying.
it just leads me to more questions of like, what are we really not being told?
Everything, dude.
Everything.
Everything, dude. Like, bro, I've been a conspiracy theorist ever since I learned about the Illuminati in like middle school, high school. And I
You
was like,
have,
"What's the
dude.
Illuminati?" And then I dug into it, and I'm like, "Oh my, the world is oh my gosh!"
I
It's
remember you sending me videos on our old slide up phones.
yeah,
You need to watch this, man.
yeah,
I was like,
uh,
oh man.
Illuminati. That's a real thing, dude. The deep state.
I didn't know anything about this. This is crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so if you hear anybody talking about Havana syndrome, that's what it is. So, but you can look up videos too of the Havana syndrome, and it's weird. It's like people walking upstairs, like government officials, or you know what I mean, walking upstairs, and all of a sudden, like just falling, just getting conked out or whatever. Um,
I mean, is it like
they say it's not lethal. Like, it can hurt you, yeah, and put you on your butt, but it's supposedly can't kill you. I'm sure it can for a you know what I mean, a certain range or something like that, but you know, I don't know.
this is wild, dude?
It is wild. Do we live in a Black Mirror episode? Telling you. You need to watch that show to see what I'm talking
I
about.
do. I need to check it out, man, to
One of the
see
so
what's
look,
going on.
listen, there are real some of them are so messed up, dude, that it'll just, like, make you jaw drop, but some of them I agree with in a little bit of ways. So let me take you back to this episode. There's one episode of Black Mirror where this girl wakes up and she's on a game show, and people are trying to hunt her down and kill her.
Oh wow.
She has no clue what's going on. It's like she lost her memory, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So
Yep.
she's woke up, she's trying to figure out what's going on. People are, like, trying to hunt her down to kill her, and eventually, dude, she finds her way onto a game show, like, walks into, like, this warehouse, and it's all dark and stuff. She thinks she's, like, hiding, she thinks she's safe. Then all of a sudden the lights turn on and she realizes it's been a game show this whole time and that her and her boyfriend kidnapped a little girl. They did bad things to this girl and then killed her. So
Dang.
what they did with her in the new laws or whatever of 2045 or whatever it is said in this Black Mirror episode, they dose you with a forgetful drug, a amnesia drug, and they televise it, and they basically, run you through this, hunt you down and all that, and put it on as a television show.
Like that's your punishment.
That is your punishment, and then at the end of it, they show you why you're in this situation because you did this, and this girl's like, "What is going on?" Because they gave her drugs to forget everything, and
Right.
yeah, it's one of the messed up episodes I've ever seen. But it's like, you kinda deserve it because you did this to the you know what I mean? But
Right.
that's yeah.
I watched this thing one time or read this thing one time. I don't really remember how I heard about it, but it was like maybe it was like, I don't know. Oh, you know what? It might have been on Avatar. You know, the movie Avatar, they might have been talking about it, like this concept of what if you could serve your prison time? Like, let's say you got, 10 years in prison or whatever, and you went into this capsule or whatever, and you went to sleep and woke up. And it was like your brain, like you thought you served 10 years. So you lived those 10 years,
Yeah.
in prison or whatnot,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
on the earth, it was just a split second in time or a few minutes or whatever. And that kind of stuff's always tripped me out.
There's a Black Mirror episode about that actually.
Oh, of course there is.
Yeah, well, this one episode is you know how Siri or, Alexa?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, there's this one episode of where you can, download, like, your personality or something like that, like, if somebody is dying or somebody's sick or whatever, and, you can upload your consciousness into, like, an Alexa, for your family or something
Interesting.
like that, but it's you. It's like your consciousness, it's almost like, you know what I mean? It's you up in there, and then they show you like, the person that's in there, they show you her view, and they have to go through what's a process called, you know how they go through manufacturing just to test something out, just to make sure it's good, then they put it on the shelves, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Go through a testing process. It's basically what they do with this. So, in this episode, you see this guy talking to this Alexa, it's like, "Okay, are you gonna do what you're told?" And then she's like, "No, I want out of here. I don't wanna do this anymore." And he's like, "Alright, I guess you'll wait another year or so, see how you feel." And it's yeah, and you just see
That's what I'm
her
talking about,
you
man.
see yeah, that's what I'm talking yeah, she's, like, in there going crazy. There's,
Yeah.
like, a little desk in there that she can work at, but she's, like, going crazy at the desk, and all of a sudden he comes back, he's like, "Oh, how'd you like that?" And he's like, "Please, I'll do whatever you want," because she's in there not able to do nothing, she's just going
Yeah.
crazy. So it's yeah, that is where we're headed, dude.
Dude, I hope not, because 'cause I'm perfectly fine living my little life,
Yeah.
going to work, coming home, and, taking care of the family.
Oh, man.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
So I know I put you on this anime, whatever, but there are some animations by Americans that is on Netflix. One is called Pantheon, dude. Oh my god. It is probably one of the best shows I've ever watched. It is about the simulation.
Mhm.
It's about basically what we're talking about right now. Uploading your brain. It's called Pantheon. It's on Netflix.
Yep.
Um, it's about uploading your brain into the computer into like the Matrix.
Okay.
Dude, it's one of the best shows I've ever seen. After you're done watching Full Metal Alchemist, dude, watch that, dude.
Yeah, I need to check it out, man.
It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. That's where we're
Okay.
headed, dude. That is where we're
I
headed.
hope not.
And, dude, I guarantee you in our lifetime, we will see that. People getting uploaded, like, mid-death on their deathbed, and they're like, "You wanna die or do you wanna get uploaded?" "Upload me."
I don't think so.
Dude, in our lifetime?
I don't think so.
Dude, in our
I don't
lifetime.
think God would allow that to happen. That's a whole different topic.
I mean, you might be right about that, but I think in our lifetime, if we make it till 80, 90, or whatever, dude, just
I
think
ain't
of the
making it to
technology
80
that
or
has
90.
come with our grandparents. Think of what they've lived through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's only just getting better and faster and you know what I mean? I just trying to say you know what I mean or not, but
I mean, our grandparents went from, black and white TVs to Teslas driving
dude,
themselves.
they went from payphone to home phone to cell phone to touch screens, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They've experienced the whole evolution of the phone,
Yes,
and
100%.
it's yeah, it's now you just have a you're walking around with a computer in your pocket.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what my pawpaw calls it. He said, "Where's your computer at?" "This is my phone,
I mean,
dude."
that's what it is, dude.
That's what it
I mean,
is.
I use mine for everything, like, I talk to people on it, I've got my emails on it, I've got everything I need is right here. Now, it's easier doing things on like a desktop or a computer sometimes, like, you're making a spreadsheet or something like that,
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
but, I mean, I can do everything I want from my phone, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, everything,
I agree, dude.
everything,
I
bro.
agree. We're definitely getting to a place, um, in the world that it'll be hard to with AI and stuff, it'll be hard to disseminate what's real and what's fake, you know? I mean, look at these videos, man. Look, there was a guy
That's
that I read this last year. There was a guy at Pensacola Beach who was exposing himself to women on the beach or whatnot, and the cops would not arrest him because they people had like pictures of it and stuff. But the cops wouldn't arrest him because could have been an AI wiener.
oh my are you serious,
I
dude?
swear, dude. And that's where we're getting.
That's so wild.
That's where we're getting with
Yeah.
this stuff. And that's what's so scary to me. It's kind of like Pandora's box.
Yeah,
You know, it's like it's
yeah, you're
gonna be
right.
so hard to disseminate the truth and fiction and stuff like that, that
Mhm.
we won't even know. You ever seen the movie Shutter Island?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kinda like that, you know, the cigarettes are making you crazy, and it's all, you know, a fake world and all this stuff, and
Yeah,
it's
you're
gonna
right.
get like that one day, like you're talking. I do think so. I mean, anybody can make a video right now of anybody that's good, you know, with that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
could make a video of me saying whatever I want, you know, with my mouth moving, the words coming out of my mouth, with my voice and stuff like that. I heard about a new scam call thing where people will call you and they don't say
Yes.
anything,
Yeah.
and they're hoping you say like, "Hello, you know, hey, you know, this is Dustin or whatever,"
Mhm.
and they're just recording your voice the whole time
Mhm.
just to use it against other people or to scam your information and stuff, man.
That's wild, dude. That's wild.
That is crazy, bro.
Yeah, now, I might have some debt out there or something like that, but I've checked, like, I've seen I don't know if you've gotten it, but I've gotten BS, like, mail that says I owe this much and
Oh,
whatever,
oh yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
call it and it's a fake, you know what I mean? And I'm like, "Whoa," you know, like, they go that far to send you something in the mail nowadays, you know, dude,
Emails,
it's
mail.
insane. Oh, I get emails constantly,
Oh, dude, I'm looking at them
constantly.
right now,
Are you?
and most of them are BS, dude.
Yeah, dude. It
It's either BS or they're marketing scams. You know,
both.
everybody out there's trying to market scam something.
Something.
Oh, taking the kids to the circus though. I got my circus tickets in here too.
Nice. When is that?
I think it was the 21st.
This month's 21st?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was the 21st.
Where's that at, the fairgrounds?
Yep, it's at the fairgrounds. It was, yeah, Saturday the 21st.
Mm. You ever been to the circus?
You know, I think I have, like, a faint memory of me going as a kid, but I don't know if that was, like, a dream or I made it up. But I think I have, but not that I can, like, remember or
Remember.
recall or whatever. I know it's not the Ringling Brothers anymore. I don't know if they, like, sold it or however that works, but it's called the Zerbini family.
Zerbini.
Zerbini Family Circus
Okay.
A, and and if you buy an adult ticket, you get a kid ticket for free.
Oh, that's cool.
So I really only had to buy 2 tickets because 4 and under is free as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
take it
so
too.
Megan's mom's
Nice.
gonna come watch the littlest one,
Okay.
and then,
Taking Char Char and
yeah, we're
boys.
taking her and taking the boys, so she was really the catalyst for going 'cause she loves animals, dude. Every time I get on FaceTime with her, she always puts on those little faces,
Yeah.
and the whole time and she's like, "I'm a shark, rah, rah," or, you know, "Moo, I'm a cow."
What are they gonna have? Elephants, lions?
I don't really know, man. I didn't
Uh,
look into it. Megan just told me she wanted to take her to a circus,
yeah,
and I Googled it, and they had one this month, and I was like, "Well, let me go ahead and buy the tickets." I was
cool.
sitting in the chicken store the other night.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I got stuck at work till like 9 o'clock Monday, and
Recently?
yeah, Monday, this Monday that we just had.
This Monday?
Yeah, I was there
Dang,
till
dude, you were
9.
at the course?
Yes, dude,
Oh, 9?
till 9.
What is he doing up there till
We
9?
had an issue in the kitchen that we were waiting on a repair guy to come out, but
Uh,
he ended up being like 2 hours away in Alabama, so I was like, "Yeah, I'm going home, we could deal with it in the morning or whatnot." So I just shut off the issue, and we dealt with it in the morning, and it's all good to go
mhm,
now.
yeah.
But, I was in that new Boom Chick, that new chicken restaurant on Highway 29
Oh, yeah? Was it
right
good?
before the dude, it's really good,
Is it?
and the prices are
Mm,
great. I would
good.
definitely recommend it.
That's good.
And Megan texted me and was like, "I wanna take her to the circus." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let me
That's cool.
let me take a look." But
That's cool.
yeah, man, that's about it, dude.
Yeah. Um, I don't really, I only can remember the last time if I ever gone to the circus, but, you know, aren't they gonna be doing, like, trapeze and flips and all that
I hope so. That's what's
craziness
in
stuff?
my mind in the circus.
That's what I think of when I think of the circus, you know, you get in a big old tent and then they wheel out an elephant or something like that. People do,
Right.
you know, trapeze and people doing flips
Right.
and
Some
stuff like
clowns
that.
running
Yeah,
around, some crowd work and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's
man,
what I
that's
hope.
that's what I hope for as well.
Yeah. I mean, man, we're at, about an hour and almost 15 minutes. I don't know if you wanna call it or keep going or
Yeah, man,
what.
that's good with me.
You wanna call it?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can call it. Megan, happy birthday again. I love you
Yeah.
so much. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Megan, and, thank you all for watching, whoever's watching. This is the 2nd episode. And if you guys watch other podcasts and all that, trust me, I promise you guys, we'll get better as we go into getting like a new groove of things and all that. There are some things I want to start doing too every now and then, like Mount Rushmores and stuff. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, that's
You know
cool.
what I mean?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Your top 5s or
Yeah, like
whatever,
top
stuff like
fives or
that.
something like that, or
Yeah.
stuff that we like, get into little things like that just to
Yeah.
make it a little more entertaining. But I promise you guys we'll get better as we go. But we appreciate
I
you
think it's
guys.
great.
Yeah.
Don't be so critical.
I'm critical of myself, and I always am gonna be. But we appreciate you guys. If you would like, share, follow,
Yeah, man.
subscribe.
Listen, play it
Yeah.
in your car, send it to your grandmama, send it to whoever you want,
Send
man,
it
and
to your pappy, your
send it to your
mammy.
pappy and your mammy and whoever you want, man, and I don't know, help us get the content out there, man, for sure.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. C&D podcast out.
Peace out.